another episode of Fashion Fridays. So in today's video I'm going to be doing 4 very common fashion mistakes that all of us ladies are very guilty of. So one of the biggest fashion mistakes that a lot of women make is buying shoes that are too big, too small, or just too high for you. And ladies, we are all guilty of walking into a store and seeing the most perfect pair of shoes on sale, and you just have to have them, and they're not available in your size, but you don't care, you're gonna make it work. And in the long run, they're just going to be shoved into the back of the wardrobe because you can't walk in them. So first of all, think before you buy. Do they really fit? Try them on, you know, think about it before you buy it. The next thing is get your foot measured professionally. If you're not 100% sure of your size, any shoe store, I'm pretty sure it's free, they will measure your foot for you, so you'll be, you know, guaranteed on your shoe size. If you're in between sizes, or a lot of the cheaper brands may have your size, but you know, they're not the proper size, they don't fit properly. I know a lot of stores sell insoles that you can purchase. It's kind of like a cushion with a sticky back, and you just pop it into your shoe. I'm sure a lot of you are aware of insoles. So what they do is they just make the shoe fit you just a little bit better. They kind of tighten it around the areas that are a little bit too loose for you, especially around the back here, like where your foot can just slip out, or even near the front if it's too loose for your toes and you can't grip when you're walking. So these are brilliant, and they also provide a little bit of cushion as well, so there's not as much friction on your foot. The next tip I could give you is just to buy a heel size that is right for you and that you're comfortable in and then you can walk in. A good example of this would be a wedge. Wedges are super cute, super girly, and they still make you feel dressed up because you still have that bit of height, but they are so much more comfortable than a heel. Your whole foot is supported, and also if they have a strap like this, which I really recommend, your foot is strapped into it, so again it's more secure and you're not going to fall out of the shoe while you're walking. So fashion mistake number 2 is really popular. It's over accessorizing, and again we're all kind of guilty of this. I've been guilty of this in the past, and I look back and I cringe because it's so easy adding bits and pieces, and you think that it's going to look really trendy, but in the end, if you just go OTT with your accessories, it can end up looking a little bit tacky, especially if they're like cheaper accessories, you know, from Primark or Forever 21. If you over accessorize, it can look really cheap and tacky. So one of the best advice I can give you is to pick one key piece for your outfit. So that could be a lovely little statement chain, and then you could add little subtle pieces like a ring, you know, the midi rings, a thumb ring, or a little watch, or a very delicate bracelet, but your key piece will be the chain. If you wanted, you know, your wrist to be the key piece, you could have a watch and a few different bracelets, stack them up. They can look so pretty, but again, this is your key piece, this is your statement piece, so keep everything else quite subtle. So the third, next and most common mistake is wearing something that is too small for you. And I know so many ladies that are guilty of this. You know, 10 years ago you were a size 10 or a size 12 or a size 14, and you don't want to admit that you've gone up a size, and you're forever trying to squeeze into these jeans. You're going to make them fit, but in fact ladies, you're actually just making your figure just look out of proportion, okay? If it's too small for you, it's going to create lumps and bumps in areas that you didn't even know existed. So in the long run, it's better to just go up the size, you know, throw out those jeans that are too small for you, get the proper size for you, and I promise you it's going to look 10 times more flattering on your body shape. The fourth and last most common fashion mistake we all make would be choosing too much color or too much patterns, okay? Now, before I go any further with this statement, I just want to say that, you know, of course, fashion is personal, and, you know, I really appreciate and respect people that are totally unique with their fashion and can just pull anything together and just make it work. A lot of us are not able to pull outfits like that together. So what I'm going to tell you today is just a few kind of general key rules that will just help you when putting together an outfit. Okay, so like I said, choosing too much color or too much pattern. Okay, so I always say use the rule, never use more than 3 colors, and always ground these colors with a neutral. So a neutral shade could be anything from white to black to cream to ivory to nude to brown. These are all neutral shades, and they will ground your outfit, same as if you're doing, you know, a smoky eye or whatever. You always use a mid-tone brown to ground your look. So use the same tip and apply it to your fashion. always ground your outfit with a neutral. The next thing would be clashing prints. Yes, you can totally clash prints, but again, there is always rules. Okay, so say you're picking two different prints, I would always pick one common colour between those two prints, and again break up the outfit with a neutral. Whether it's a belt, shoes, a handbag, accessories, anything, always break up the outfit with neutrals. Okay, so for an example today, I'm just going to take this beautiful daisy skirt, okay? If you're unsure, you know, where to start with this skirt because there's so much going on, choose a neutral. You can't go wrong with a neutral shade. If you want, you know, if you're a little bit more daring, if you want to, you know, match it with something different, I would pick one colour out of the pattern and just roll with it. Another example would be this beautiful striped tee. A lot of you are looking at this and going, oh my god, you know, what can I put with it? Okay, so again, use the colour rule. Have a look at the colours in this. I always find that denim is a neutral 90% of the time. So again, if you're unsure, mix it with denim. So that's pretty much it, guys, for today's Fashion Friday. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and don't forget to send me in your requests for my next Fashion Friday. I'm going to leave it totally open, so it's totally up to you guys. And let me know as well in the comments below what your top fashion mistakes would be. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.